Different angles captures Benoit's brazen killers getting out of their black Dodge Durango and opening fire.
Look, for we is killing the ops, for I don't give no fuck. We is killing their ass.
What's up, YouTube? We back getting another video. You feel me? Today I'm doing another video. Look. What's up, YouTube? We back getting another video. Today I'm doing another little interview. Today it's about VONOFF1700. Now I ain't gonna lie, they said LeVon got bodies and shit. Like, a nigga like him, you look at the big ass glasses, he's not like it. Feel me? You'll be surprised, but make sure y'all like, subscribe, and let's get into the video.
Surveillance video from several different angles captures Benoit's brazen killers getting out of their black Dodge Durango and opening fire.
Look, for we is killing the ops, for I don't give no fuck. We is killing their ass.
We killed that nigga on camera, put that shit back, we watching this bit like a porn.
Rappers talking about the streets is nothing new, but this dude took self-snitching to a whole different level. VONOFF1700 allegedly caught a body on camera, bragged about it in an interview, and even dropped a track about the situation, and today we're breaking it all down. In August 2023, a dude named Anton Benoit was pumping gas in the middle of the day when three shooters pulled up and started letting off shots. Anton Benoit got hit by the bullets, then the shooters hit him with their whip as they sped off from the scene. Anton Benoit was rushed to the hospital, but by the time he got there, it was too late and he tragically died. Nobody was ever booked for the hit, but some rap fans think they figured the whole thing out, and VONOFF1700 is one of the dudes they believe pulled the trigger on Anton. Von has been rapping for a few years, but he really started popping off in 2023 after he dropped the track Pop Out. He followed that up with more hot tracks like Opps on Deck and Free Brick Freestyle. And Von was getting big cosigns in the industry from artists like Pooh Shiesty, Rod Wave, and Sexy Red. Then Von went on the No Jumper podcast, and that's when everything went left. During the interview, Adam22 asked VONOFF1700 about street dudes from Chicago like Tay Savage and FYB J-Man who are pushing peace now instead of dissing Opps. Von made it clear that he wasn't going to let any of his street beef go and said that he would act like he was pushing peace just so he could kill the Opps.
Okay, let's talk about that. You would like to join the pushing peace movement?
I'm gonna tell him I'm gonna join the peace movement and we gonna kill their ass.
VONOFF1700 said he had respect for what J-Man and Tay Savage are doing, but he could never let it go because he's lost family in the trenches. Von already let everyone know what kind of time he was on, but what he said next was wild. VONOFF1700 started yelling about how he and his team are really killing Opps, and that if one of his Opps turns up dead, then everyone should be looking at them.
We is killing the ops, for I don't give no fuck. We is killing their ass, for. So tell them we is killing them, for that's what we doing to the ops, for. When they die, look at us, yes.
Adam22 tried to give Von a chance to make it sound like he wasn't really the one putting in work like that, but Von doubled down and said him and his team are killing Opps.
But when you say we, you're not saying that you personally want to be involved in anything like this, right?
We, team, whatever you want to call it, we is killing their ass.
VONOFF1700 didn't just talk about taking Opps out on No Jumper though, and he allegedly raps about it on the track Flame Out. He said, "When I chased them down, I got up close. I asked, where the fuck was you going? Beat up his ride, left his shit all on the side. His head was honking the horn. We killed that nigga on camera. Play that shit back, we watching this bitch like a porn. And you niggas be trying too hard. That's why I'm turned, not burnt. I don't gotta force it. On God, I killed that nigga. They ain't believe me." It gets deeper than that though. In the footage from the Anton Benoit shooting, the shooter who was driving the whip hopped out first wearing jeans, a mask, and a hoodie. And it turns out that VONOFF1700 had posted a fit just like that on IG. Von allegedly self-snitched again when he dropped the track SOB and raps, "When me and Lil 3 be sliding, I bounce first. That's what we normally do. And I seen this shit with my eyes, but we got it on camera. We got an extra view. When Toss Gang slide, it's only us. It ain't no extra crew. Every time it went down, you could go ask. Nigga, I up in blue. I'll be first to shoot. You ain't gotta put me on point, cause I already knew." Some people say that VONOFF1700 wasn't on the hit cause it went down on the south side of Chicago and he's from the west. But on SOB, he also raps, "I just got a low. The Opps outside, nigga, we sliding now. Trying to click with the Opps, we coming your way. Nigga, we sliding south." Another thing that might connect Von to the Anton Benoit hit is the whip that was used during the shooting. The shooters pulled up in a Dodge Durango, and Von talked about not using them anymore when he went on No Jumper.
And the cars we be stealing, is some of the cars I don't even get in no more. Like RT Durangos, I don't get in them cars no more.
VONOFF1700 has been arrested for stealing cars before, and most of the time dudes crash out like that, they're using stolen whips so it can't be traced back to them. There's no concrete evidence that Von stole a Durango and used it for the Anton Benoit hit, but people on social media think it's crazy he talks about the exact same kind of whip when he went on No Jumper. But to understand why Von might have crashed out like that, we gotta dive into his come up. VONOFF1700 came up on the west side of Chicago. The south side of the city started popping off with the drill wave around 2011. Rappers like Chief Keef and Lil Durk were airing out what was actually happening in the trenches, and rap fans thought the south side was the most dangerous part of the city. The west side didn't have as many big rappers, but the streets were just as active. VONOFF1700's mom didn't want him falling off into the trenches and try to keep him out of trouble, but he was still surrounded by the streets. All of Von's uncles gangbanged, and Von always wanted to hang out with them. Even when he was a kid, Von said he'd be chilling on the corner with his uncles and their homies, so he always knew what was happening in the streets. VONOFF1700 was raised in the Austin community, which has been one of the wildest places on the west side since the 70s. Crack cocaine turned the streets into a war zone, and it's been one of the deadliest areas of Chicago ever since. One of Von's uncles was killed when he was a kid, and a few years later, his mom decided to take the family out to Atlanta. Von moved to Atlanta when he was 14, but a couple years later, he moved back to Chicago and jumped right into the trenches. VONOFF1700 reps Toss Gang, which is under the Four Corner Hustlers, aka VOCH umbrella. Chief Keef, Lil Jojo, and the other dudes who kicked off the drill wave were mostly black disciples and gangster disciples. But on the west side of the city where Von came up, there are more vice lords. The gang politics get complicated, but VOCH and the vice lords have a lot of history. They aren't really the same thing anymore in the streets, but some VOCH affiliates still claim vice lords, especially whenever they're behind bars. Toss Gang's biggest ops are Sang Gang. Sang Gang isn't really a set though, more like a movement where a bunch of mafia and same vice lord sets clicked up. It's not clear where the beef really started, but it's been going on for years, and it doesn't look like things are going to be slowing down now. Anton Benoit was allegedly affiliated with Sang Gang, and that's why people think VONOFF1700 was one of the shooters. In his interview with No Jumper, Von talks about losing family to the beef, and that's why he'll never stop the violence. And rumors are flying that someone affiliated with Sang Gang is the one who killed his uncle back in the day. Von also told DJ Smalls Eyes that his best friend was killed when he was 16.
But do you have a best friend by any chance?
Yeah, but he dead though.
And care to share that person's name?
His name was Anton. He died when we was young as fuck. He was like 16.
There's no info about what went down, but some people think Sang Gang took Von's homie out too. Sang Gang isn't the only ones that Toss Gang have beef with though. VONOFF1700 claims that all his ops on the west side are clicked up.
Everybody else is clicked up with our ops. Like, everybody, like, you can't name one of our ops that's not clicked up. Yeah, they might say, yeah, we not clicked up. But on bro, they is clicked up.
And in June 2024, one of them took out Von's homie Mook Money from Toss Gang. It's not clear what went down or who was behind the hit, but that's not the only homie that Von lost in 2024. A dude from Toss Gang named Michael allegedly overdosed on fake Percocets on Von's birthday and died. Some people think VONOFF1700 is capping in his raps though and never really put in work. Von is known for rocking thick glasses, which isn't too common for drill rappers, so some fans think that means he isn't really like that. But according to Von,
they think I'm a goofy because I wear glasses. Like, that's the dumbest shit ever. Just because
I thought that too.
They be blowing me with that shit.
the glasses are a new thing. Von says he only started wearing them in 2021, but then he went to jail and only had one pair, which he ended up breaking. When he got out of jail, he got right back to making music and shot his first couple videos without the glasses, but eventually got another pair. That's when fans started noticing and making comments. But Von says he doesn't really care because they make him stand out and a lot of girls like him. Since he started going viral, other rappers from Chicago have also commented on whether Von is certified in the streets or not. Z Money, another rapper from the west side, said on No Jumper that Von's lyrics are all cap and he isn't really a killer.
Bro, why y'all letting that lying, goofy ass man come on here just lying, bro? Bro, if y'all think that man hurt an ant, bro, you is crazy, my boy.
But Z Money is also from a rival hood, and Von has dissed him in interviews, including his interview with No Jumper. He moved to Atlanta when he was 14 and said he didn't really get active until he was 16. And even after he moved back to Chicago when he was 16, Von was still bouncing back and forth between Chicago and Atlanta. Von said he wanted to play basketball back in the day, but he stopped in the 9th grade and started rapping instead. His brother, SBG Brick, was already rapping back then, so Von picked it up too, but wasn't really taking it seriously. According to Von, he started stealing cars after he dropped out of high school. Jacking whips isn't usually that serious if the cops catch you, but one time he stole the wrong car and could have gotten locked up for years. Von and his homie stole a whip, but what they didn't know is that the car was connected to 14 armed robberies. So when the cops caught up to them, they thought Von and his homie were the ones who had been robbing people. Von got hit with some crazy charges over the situation and was facing serious prison time, but he got off easy, and the only charge that stuck was the one for stealing the whip. Von told No Jumper that he decided to switch up how he was moving and started taking rap more seriously. He dropped the track Pop Out and started going viral, but before he could even enjoy the success, Von went back to jail again. VONOFF1700 had just started taking rap seriously, but dudes in jail were already recognizing who he was. Von told No Jumper that he knew he needed to switch up how he moved, and getting into the studio helped him stay out of the streets and turn his life around.
When I fell back off like doing the hot shit we was doing every day, being outside, my life turned around. Like when I just put myself in the studio and
a lot of people don't really know what's going on with Von. One second, he's claiming that he's really out there killing ops. Then he says he's not in the streets anymore or chilling in the hood. Reports came out in April 2024 that VONOFF1700 had been arrested for something, and in an IG post, he said he was coming home soon. Then less than a week later, the news broke that Von and his brother, SBG Brick, were both free. It's not clear what the charges were for, but a lot of people think Von could end up getting booked for the Anton Benoit hit. Nobody knows what kind of evidence the cops actually have right now, but everyone is linking Von to the shooting. There's a good chance he didn't actually have anything to do with it though. Von has some robbery cases from back in the day, but it doesn't look like he's ever caught a serious charge. A lot of people are trying to pin Anton Benoit's murder on Von, but there's no real evidence he was on the hit. Some of his lyrics link up with what went down, but that's not enough for the cops to come and get him. After his No Jumper interview, people were thinking it was only a matter of time before Von got booked, but VONOFF1700 told Adam22 he can say whatever he wants in an interview because it's not like he's really admitting to killing anyone. But if Von doesn't get wrapped up in any more cases, he could end up taking over the city. He's got a lot of momentum behind him right now, and even linked up with G Herbo for the track You Know That, and has a Lyrical Lemonade video to go with it. All of the drama about the Anton Benoit shooting put even more eyes on Von. Usually having a murder tied to your name is the last thing you want, but if VONOFF1700 doesn't get booked for it, then it's actually going to end up helping his career.